Okay, what I'm showing you here is the installation of the coil Sumo springs on a 2020 Ford Expedition max length, max tow. Don't think that really matters, but plan on doing some travel trailer towing. Got a pretty soft suspension in the back here. I've considered some Hellwig sway bar, considered some Bilstein shocks, but what I'm going to start with is these Sumo springs. Making this video because I've seen a few on the internet, nothing from the year of my vehicle, but it was much easier than most of what I've seen. So I decided to do this video after installing the first one. But as you can see here, it is on the narrow channel or the shallow channel on top, deeper channel on the bottom. I'm not sure if it comes with the zip ties that would go in this spot here. I did not have any in my box. I've had it for probably 6 months. I've opened it before. It's very possible that those came out of there. But right now I don't have any zip ties. I didn't realize that I didn't have them, but I know that that's an optional deal. What I'll probably do is get some in the near future and go ahead and put them on there. So obviously it's jacked up. Got it blocked and all that good stuff. Jack stands. I did not need to loosen anything. I did not need to do anything else other than take the tire off. And realistically, they say you can do it without taking the tire off. It's a possibility. It would have been quite the challenge. I would highly recommend just to pull the tire off. It took longer to take the tire off and jack the car up than it did to put this on. And I'll try to show it on the other side. What I did is use soapy water. As you can see here, just soap and water. Got it all lubed up, lubed the spring and both channels of the Sumo spring itself, and opened it. I put it in the bottom channel and I pushed to snap in the top channel, and then I just worked it around. It took, I don't know, 3 minutes probably, once I got the hang of putting the bottom channel on first and pushing in the top channel, and got it done. So I'm going to stop this and I will try to video the other side. Okay, here we are back on the driver's side, ready to do the other Sumo spring here. As you can see, this one's totally dry. We'll see how silly I can make this look with one hand. Might put the camera down in the middle of putting it together, but you can see in here. So this side is the short channel. This side is the long channel. Long channel goes on the bottom. So it's going to be this way here. First thing I'm going to do is grab all my soapy water, get it all wet on both channels. And from my understanding, this is supposed to go pretty much as dead center on the spring as you can get it. So I figured get the spring wet itself, and I'll get to doing this. Okay, so long channel on the bottom, short channel on the top. Easiest thing to do is to kind of spread it open, which I'm probably not going to be able to do without pausing the video. All right, so all I did is opened it up and put it around the spring. Okay, so what I'm going to do is first put the bottom channel in on this side like that. It is in, bottom channel's in. This is the easy part. Okay, this ring right here, this rim has to go inside. Obviously the spring needs to be in this channel here. What I found is just pushing really hard like that, that little click popped it right in like that. It's as easy as that. Then what I did is just kind of ran it around like this. Keep pushing it, popping that top one in. Again, hard to do one-handed holding the video, but in the grand scheme of things, it's much easier. You get a little leverage on it. You can see it going there. And it's almost all the way in. I'll pause the video again, and then I'm gonna swing it around so I can get to the other side. Okay, that was super easy, just took a couple seconds. Now I'm gonna get this nice and wet with soap again, just to get it in there. The bottom is still in the channel. I'm just gonna try to push it in there. Get a little leverage on it. And some of it. And then back here. Okay. And that's it. Okay, so what I like to do, it says if it's overlapping by 1 inch or more, and you can see like the one hand, 2 fingers sliding it around. If it's overlapping by 1 inch or more, you're supposed to cut some off. These are pretty heavy, you know, pretty big springs on this. There's no overlap here whatsoever. And again, sooner than later, I'll grab some zip ties. I won't even take the wheel off for that part. I'll climb under the back, plenty of room, throw some zip ties on there. After I let the other side down, you can see a little tiny bit of gap in there maybe. There's 0 gap once you lower the vehicle down and the spring is compressing on the Sumo spring. So that's it for this. I'm gonna lower this guy down, get my wheel back on, take it for a ride. I'll probably upload something after that just to see if I can tell any difference in the ride quality. Thanks. All right, well, I wanted to follow up and do a quick little video here after test driving with the Sumo springs on, and probably 10-15 minute drive. You know, honestly, the initial bump feels exactly like it did before. I think the big change is the dampening is lower when it comes back up. I think that's the big change. And towing, I was concerned about sagging in the back, you know, with having springs instead of the truck suspension on the Expedition. That was one of the concerns. And you know, I wasn't displeased with the suspension on the Expedition. I've seen a lot of things where there was complaints about how soft it was, how bouncy it was. I didn't have that issue. I do feel like it's probably planted a little bit more firmly now, and it's solid. Maybe I'll do an update after I start towing the travel trailer with it, and let you guys know how it is. All right, thanks, take care.